Let's stay with this big story, but take you to the Free State now, where the Education MEC there, that's Tate Makgoe, will visit schools that were damaged by storms in December last year. In one of those cases, in fact, we are told that the roof of a school building where matric exam scripts were being marked was actually ripped off. In that process, one person was injured. The Provincial Education Department has confirmed that only one script went missing, with minimal damage to the others. Free State Education Department Spokesperson is Ndaba, who joins us now via our video link for a sense of their state of readiness, so to speak, given their challenges. And Howard, thanks very much indeed for making time. Great to have you on the program. I mean, how worried are you, for instance, about that one matric script that was damaged in those rains?
Thank you very much, and good morning to the viewers, and thank you for having us. Just to correct you, that script that you are referring to, we have found that script, and that script can be accounted for. So all the scripts that were affected were recovered, and they were all accounted for. The Umalusi visited us. We've confirmed that no script was not, we were unable to account for. So all the scripts have been recovered and accounted for. And we want to take this opportunity to thank all the marking personnel at that marking center who went beyond the call of duty by making sure that they protect the scripts. They know that behind every script there's a life. So we are really, really grateful to them for what they've done, because they managed to protect all the scripts, including the one that you are referring to. When you say it's been recovered and accounted for, does that mean that it's actually also still legible? Is someone able to interact with it meaningfully to gauge what a people... Indeed. No script was not accounted for. All right. As I indicated, that remember some of the, it's not like all the scripts were affected. Remember, some of the scripts we have already marked them and recorded them. They were in a safe space. Those that were affected on that day, those are the ones that were affected. And I'm saying the script that was left, we eventually got that script, and it is accounted for. Right. Of course, the Free State is also dealing with an issue that many other provinces are faced with this morning, and that's damaged infrastructure because of these heavy rains. Do you have the figure around how many institutions were actually impacted, and how prepared are you to be able to have to respond to that? Well, at the present moment, we're still collecting the information, and we will, by the end of the week, have a sense as to how many schools were affected, what was the reason, whether it was vandalism or it was natural disaster. From there, our infrastructure official will then take an appropriate step to make sure that where there was damage, we're able to intervene and fix that damage, so that we make sure that our learners and our teachers are operating in a conducive environment for learning and teaching. Yeah. Let's speak about the injured marker in one of those incidents, so to speak. Do you have an update on how that marker is doing and whether or not they're okay? Well, the markers are doing very well. Some of them have recovered, and from time to time we are checking them, because we are really indebted to them as a country for what they have done to protect the script of our learners. Yeah. The other contentious issue as of this morning is around the rotational learning that was announced by the Basic Education Minister yesterday. There are people who are concerned that this will lead to even more lost time. What's the Free State's reaction to what the Minister announced yesterday? Well, critical to us is to make sure that we protect the health and safety of our learners and our teachers. So where there is adequate space, there will be no rotation. But where we don't have adequate space, obviously, we'll resort to issue of rotation to make sure that we protect life and save life. But we will have other programs that will make sure that we close the gap that has been lost due to the situation that we're finding in. Issues like satellite classes, online learning, all those things, will make sure that we close them, so that at the end of the day, we don't have any loss of time in terms of teaching and learning. Yeah. The MEC for Education in the Free State is visiting several schools. Quite quickly, let us know what he's looking out for
given the challenges that you're facing?
Well, the MEC will be visiting about 3 schools today, and if I can indicate that there are other, the mayors and other MECs are visiting various schools throughout the province to monitor the state of readiness, issues like whether there's enough staffing in the school, issues of infrastructure, what are the infrastructure challenges at the particular schools, issues of making sure that the PPEs are enough at the school, and making sure that we don't have a situation where, last year we have employed about 16,000 teachers' assistants. We also look at them as to how are they performing. All those things we are going to look at for the rest of the week.
Sure.
And next week we'll then be doing assessment where there's a need for intervention. We'll then appropriately intervene to make sure that anything that hinders learning and teaching is removed.
Howard Ndaba is the spokesperson for the Free State Basic Education Department. Ndaba, thanks very much indeed for your time.